side quest.
I picked a hell of a week to quit drinking.
Critical failure.
Very funny. What? In the are we good? I think oh yeah, hey. Hi everybody, welcome my many manly and monstrous men and beautiful beardettes to episode 4 of Side Quest. We are back for all of the fun and all of the shenanigans, and we're trying something new today. We've decided to try something entirely new. Where instead of hurting each other, we're gonna give each other compliments and hugs and support one another.
No,
it's not happening. It's okay, everybody. Now it's not happening. I'm just fucking with you. It's okay. It's okay. Welcome to Side Quest, everyone, and as usual, I am joined by my 3 cohorts. Well, not the usual 3. We've got someone special for you today, but first, least importantly, we have his most melancholical, magical motherfucker in all of Morscar, Magog.
I really despise you.
I like alliteration, and you're just gonna have to learn to deal with that.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Side Quest. We have some.
Don't you steal my intro!
Today.
Stop it!
No.
No, you stop! I'm not done yet.
You are
I'm
done.
not done yet.
I am done.
No,
with
I'm not
you,
done
Bernie.
yet. There's 2 more people.
I am done. I wanted to do something. I wanted to say hello to my Magogonites.
Fine.
Hello, Magogonites. That's the only smile you'll get out of me.
He saves the rest for his boyfriend.
Fuck you.
Anyways, next up is number 4 on Avendoom's most wanted list for serial genital mutilation. It is none other than the little fairy Erilyn.
Hi.
Dodge it! Dodge the poison!
He's feigning it, guys. It's a fucking act. Don't fall for it. He's lying. He's collecting it with this little magical catcher's net. Or his butthole, one of the two. Anyways, last and certainly not least, tonight we are joined by a very special guest who's come all the way over from the YouTube Saints, introducing Jeff Holiday. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Would you please direct yourself to the nearest P.O. box and send butt plugs and nudes, please and thank you.
It's like I can't tell the difference. Welcome to the show, Jeff Holiday.
Happy to be here.
We finally get Jeff Holiday on Side Quest. So to everybody be happy that this is definitely Jeff Holiday and not some thief that stole his name.
No, definitely Jeff. I can see the hair cascading down under there. Hello. It's good to have you. I mean, we meant to have you back in like December, but then shit happened, and I'm really glad that you can make it out this time.
Holy shit, the lead singer of Korn grew tits.
God damn it. All right, well, as you all know, we have our wonderful special attacks and stuff here, but before I let Magog go ahead and describe to you how that works, because I keep fucking it up, I would just like to let you all know that you can go ahead and trigger these attacks or just send us awesome messages that we can laugh at like fucking idiots via streamlabs.com/sidequestls or through Super Chat right there on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe to twitter.com/sidequestls. You need to follow the SideQuest Twitter. Do it!
Do it now.
Take it away, Magog.
All right. Hey, everybody. Like I promised, we've got all kinds of new things. So, we're still developing some stuff. But as for this episode, our special attacks are the same as they always been. However, the rules have changed. They can now be activated twice. And the person who activates them for $15 or more gets to choose between one of the 2 attacks. So we're not doing the unlimited special attack thing. To replace the unlimited special attack thing, we now have little attack gems. You can see them in the overlay. Those little gems, if activated by $5, will bring about like a quick attack. You have to tell us who our target is, though, because it's to an individual person. So somebody could donate $5 and be like, quick attack, beard burying, Magog. And I'll be all like, you're a dumb bitch! And I'll hit the button, and we get to insult each other. So it's a really nice chance to improv. Now, once a gem is activated, it takes 5 minutes for it to come back before it can be activated.
This is going to get really confusing really fast. Let me look. How about what if they say Magog, quick attack, Beardy, that it's name, what they're doing, and the target, as opposed to us getting confused?
Yes, we can do that, as long as they are clear who the target is and who they're activating. And they can also, if they want, type in a little insult, and I can, whoever's activated can either repeat that insult or, whatever. We're just improving here. But it kind of balances things out. So special attacks can be activated twice. The one time for, the big group attacks that we all have the ability to do. And the second one can be whatever the other special attack is, and the people get to choose. So for instance, let's say somebody donates $15 and, activates my necromantic chaos. They can choose for me to instantly kill all other members at a cost of 2 health, or they can choose to kill myself. Once one of those is chosen, only the next $15 super chat will activate the other one that remains. And it's the same with the Bearded Rage. They can choose between swinging axe wildly, damaging everybody, or rage against somebody, an individual. And then, of course, Poisonous Pixie. She can poison all party members at a cost of 1 health that does damage of 2 health, or the person donating can choose to poison a single party member at no cost, and whatever that party member loses, Erilyn will gain. And of course, Jeff Holiday's attack is Backstabbing Bitch. And Backstabbing Bitch, whoever donates $15 and activates Jeff Holiday, backstab a chosen party member 2 health, 1 health goes to you, another to whoever she chooses, or they can activate the cheat death by backstabbing everybody at a cost of 1 health, but all future damage intended for her or him, whatever Jeff Holiday is today, all future damage goes to everyone else. So, that's that. So, instead of unlimited special attacks, you can only activate each of us twice. And then we have a nice $5 insult.
Slow down, Charles. Just let us finish the segment first.
Damn it, Charles, stop trying to cheat the system.
Now I have a question. Beardy, was that good enough, or does he need to slow it down for you so you can understand it a little bit better?
I don't gotta understand shit.
No, but it's all up to the chat. We're leaving it up to them. And if you activate our quick attacks for $5, they come back after 5 minutes, and you can continue to do it throughout the show, and we'll insult each other until someone dies. Congratulations, chat. You are now in control of our lives.
But with that bright side, Charles Fowler has activated both charges for the fairy.
Well, she's been activated twice.
Yep.
Jeez.
What?
Oof.
But he didn't specify which one to do first.
Why are you trying to kill us all before I haven't even started the story? You just want us all to die.
It's so cute how they squirm.
Yeah, take it all.
All right. There's the first activation. Great. So, we're going to go ahead and do the first one as poison all party members 2 health. So, Erilyn loses 1 to poison us all twice. So, great. Thank you all. Thank you, Charles Fowler, for doing that, and we will activate the other one when it happens. You son of a bitch!
God damn it. All right, let's just. I'm just gonna roll forward. Try and survive my own fucking story. Yep. So, welcome everybody to today's little This Week in History wonderful storytelling adventure. Now, after the last couple of weeks, I had to be very careful about what kind of story I chose. I had to choose to keep it clean and precise and not full of openings to reference gay butt sex, because there's zero butt fuckery in this entire story. Zero.
Zero?
Zilch. Nada.
Show me your tattoo.
I don't get that reference.
You promise?
But what? I'm sorry. I just assume that there's plots behind me, and I have to pause for a moment. I'm starting to get concerned and a little bit paranoid because of this crowd, and I'm sure all of you watching can understand why. I must protect my butthole from these fucking weirdos. It is literally a pain in my ass being around here with these motherfuckers.
Hey, it doesn't have to be butthole.
Anyways, today's fantastic tale is actually a cautionary story to any nations or kingdoms or unfortunate neighborhoods that are subject to playing host to one of the many number of the Beardbarian camps that are growing all over the fucking world and over the different worlds and all that fantastic stuff.
All right.
Sorry, Gulf City Nicholas Dogger wants me to kill you all, and I don't know if I should. I'm just gonna keep going at least through the first chunk of the story here.
Well, if you kill us all, then
You don't have any
your
interruptions.
story.
But don't we all just have one health?
No, you've got two.
Oh, okay, then yeah, we'll be
Group
fine.
attack would kill me and Jeff Holiday, leaving Erlyn with one hit and you with one hit left.
Well, I guess you better hit it then, because he threw down for it.
Chaos again.
Okay, that's it. You're all gonna die.
That was it. We're dead. We're dead, Jeff Holiday.
There will be absolutely zero butt fuckery. Zero. Anyways, this wonderful tale is quite a ways back in the memory of all the Beardy adventures, and is in fact the first memory that I have since my failed attack on Rome. It knocked me out for a couple centuries, but that's a whole different story. We'll deal with that some other time. But when my first recalled memory had me in the weirdest of fucking places. I came to, in the memory sense of things, in Denmark of all places. Fucking Denmark! Why was I in Denmark? Same reason anybody else is in Denmark. I was clearly waiting to die. But I'd found my way through living in this wonderful place by hiring myself out as a mercenary, doing whatever jobs I could find, whatever work there was to be had, I'd fucking take it. But eventually I landed myself a really fucking cushy job working at a little tavern that was in the town there. And that was so much better.
Ew.
Quit your complaining. You don't have to smell it. Just hold your breath.
Gross.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's not very ladylike of you.
That's because I'm not a lady. I'm not
Okay.
Jeff Holiday.
Whatever you say. I just was thinking, I don't know.
No, stop there. Stop using the word thinking. This is a dangerous word for you.
Is it apparently very dangerous for you as well?
Yes, that's why I avoid it. That's probably also why I enjoyed this stupid-ass job, because it doesn't take a genius to understand the marvelous. Let me paint this wonderful picture for you. I had a job where they paid me to throw out other drunk people into the streets, and if they still had leftover booze, I got to drink it all. So I would throw out anybody. It didn't matter what the fuck they were doing. You tripped on a stool and knocked over somebody's booze, out the fucking door you go. You go in, you made an argument with somebody, well, I don't like that. You're all gonna get the fuck out. So I throw them out the door, drink their booze. And it worked out pretty well for me, but it kind of fell apart pretty quickly when eventually I don't know if it was the tavern owner, I don't know if it was the barmaid, I don't know if it was the guys at the table or somebody else there, why the fuck it happened. But
You get pregnant?
What?
You get pregnant?
No, worse than that. Actually, no, not worse than that. Mildly less worse than that, and it happens here too, but thankfully not as badly. There were these 6 motherfuckers sitting around a table, and they had 3-4 rounds. They were completely shit-faced, and eventually one of them decided, for whatever reason, to pull out a dagger. I think he was just, trying to show off or something, but I took it as a good enough sign to throw them the fuck out, because they just had finished ordering another round of pints. So out the door they went, and I went up to that table, and one after the other threw those motherfuckers down my throat. And it was fantastic. Until I took about 3 steps from the table, my stomach tightened, my heart began to feel like it was exploding in my chest, and the poison killed me. It fucking sucked.
We are revived. What did I miss? Did you die?
No, everything was wonderful until now.
Okay.
No, really, in my story, I died the first time. There are many deaths in this story. You missed number 1. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to suffer more through this story, but not the way you want.
Oh.
I have a question. You said you drank poison.
Yes, 6 tankards full of poison.
So you were roofied to death.
Someone wanted you.
So, I don't know how long later, I found myself bound head to toe in a burlap sack, no doubt at the bottom of a hole, feeling dirt being thrown on my face. And doing the only sensible thing I could do at the time, I screamed and burst the fuck out of the thing to discover that there was a group of professional mourners there and a priest, and I was in fact presumed dead and in the middle of my own funeral.
Wait. I have a question.
What?
Whenever you wake up from death, is there a whole bunch of shit in your pants? Because that's what happens when people die sometimes.
Yeah.
No, I've never really questioned that one though.
You've never...
You've never seen a dead body shit itself?
You've never seen a dead body?
No, I'm wondering, because he's died so many times, so has he ever shit himself?
You have to.
That's the weird thing. That's the really weird thing. When I wake up, there's not even any dried blood on me. There's no shit, there's no blood, there's no sweat, there's no nothing.
Oh, he respawns.
I don't know. Sometimes it takes a while, but apparently it took a while in that hole because fucking lag. All the people ran away screaming. The priest was losing his mind, started throwing holy water at me, screaming prayers at the top of his lungs. When I didn't kill him, he decided to pull me out, and they stuck me in the fucking church to be at the center of all these prayers and stuff, brought in all these other priests from around the other parishes, performed this mass exorcism. It took forever until I finally went ahead and said, you know what, I'll play along, and I pretended to be possessed. Oh, Satan will just fall. And they totally bought it, and then, I'm leaving this body. And they bought it, and so I got the fuck out. It was fantastic. I hate the Catholics, but they're really easy to fool if you just play along.
But the Catholics love to drink. Why would you hate a Catholic, honestly?
Yeah. They do
For
whatever
a lot
they
of
want.
reasons that I can't fully express in a single story.
Oh, no.
But there is a fair bit of explanation as to why I hate the Catholics in this story.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you in the church?
Well, if you'd listen to the story, you'd find out.
I have a follow-up question.
Did someone touch you?
No.
It's okay.
No, someone didn't touch me.
Are you sure?
Is that why you're so angry? Because you were never loved as a child?
Yeah. Duh.
I have a follow-up question.
What do you expect?
I have a follow-up question.
So word got out pretty quickly that there was this savage fucking mercenary that was inside of a chapel that had sprung back to life in spite of being poisoned with enough fucking cyanide to fell a small army. So naturally, since I no longer had a job, there were people that were going to want to hire me. I had no sooner stepped out of the door of the cathedral before this fucking carriage driven by a ponce in a ridiculous hat rolled right the fuck up and stepped off his little thing and presented me with a job offer. He, and no, not what you're thinking. He offered me a bodyguard job. And without thinking, I was like, you know what, whatever, yeah, sure, whatever. I need work, I have no money.
Hold my candlestick.
Did the priest
So we ride off in this fucking carriage to go off to this manor. We're in there for hours, and there's this bottle of scotch in the back. I got drunk. By the time I got ready to throw the bottle out the window, I realized that we'd already fucking got there. And this manor was huge. It was fucking huge. Stained glass windows, beautiful doors, huge columns of marble, and this gorgeous wide hip fucking big-titted woman standing right there on the steps. She had her hair fucking woven right the fuck up, and just that right on display. And I was about to step out of the door of the carriage to make my move when the fucking douchebag driving the thing smacked the top of the carriage with his stick and said, "Hey, over this way, asshole." And I looked over, and there, in front of a small villa, was a squadron of fucking uniformed idiots, servants and cooks and all these things that worked in the household in their poncy little outfits. And that was the moment that I realized that this job came with a poncy little outfit, and I really should have asked more questions before saying, "All right, pay me."
Wait, what's
Poncy, 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 poncy.
I gotta ask, what did it look like?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you because I know there are people watching this right now that will immediately start drawing it, and I can't let that happen again.
I mean, I understand. People always want me to dress in little outfits.
They're gonna draw you in a Ponzi outfit regardless. You can control
okay.
the narrative.
It's okay. It's even worse than that. If people listening to this story can figure out what historical event this is, they can look back and find everything. I'm in paintings and shit. It's fucking hilarious. It's ridiculous.
Don't listen to Erilyn. She's the one who started the hashtag #MeToo, and I liked it.
Wait, did they make you wear neck ruffles and leggings?
I will never wear tights again.
So
Never
yes.
again. Even when I wore the For God costume, I didn't put on tights. Never.
You went
again.
completely commando.
Yeah, obviously that's the way to go. But anyways,
Wait. Are
in
you
this,
commando right now?
I'm gonna leave that up to your imagination, Jeff. Your intimate quest for knowledge about me is a little bit concerning. I would have felt much
it's not
easier.
my benefit. The chat wants to know.
I would have felt much more comfortable with the intimate desirings of this gorgeous woman upon the doorstep, which I went to, I decided to strut up those 30 steps, all manly-like, to go ahead and meet this woman, to let her know I was here to guard her body, because with a body like that, clearly, I was there to look after her. You don't just go ahead and bring on some scary legendary dude that doesn't die from poison to protect your coffee maker. You bring it to protect your wife. And it was at that moment that I went ahead and saw the fat, sodding, greasy son of a fuck. That was her husband. He stepped out the door to go ahead and greet me. I couldn't understand a word he was saying because he had fucking cheese falling out of his mouth. This man had the worst case of dicky-doo that I've seen in hundreds of years.
Worst case, what?
Dicky-doo. You're not familiar with the dicky-doo?
I'm not familiar with it, but I bet you are.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's okay. The dicky-doo is when a gentleman's stomach sticks out further than his dicky-doo.
That's funny.
It was about at that moment that I realized that I was gonna have to change the mission. It was no longer a bodyguard mission, and really this is why I had a penchant for taking jobs so quickly. All I had to do was stick a knife in the dumb old fat fuck his wife, take her and all their possessions, and ride the fuck out. This was gonna be the easiest job ever. I was set, I was happy, I might have looked like a fucking idiot, but at least I was going to have a successful fucking job for once in forever. Ever. But, what?
Nothing. I mean, I just never took you for somebody who actually had jobs.
Yeah, I gotta make a living. How else am I gonna have money to gamble?
Then why do you dress like you live in a trash can?
Because I can finally afford a trash can of my own, obviously.
You can't even clean your face.
Poncy.
Yeah, only Ponzi's wear makeup on their face, man.
What's makeup?
That's
Is
the
that
blood
blood?
of his enemies. Get it right.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
No, I'm just stalling for time. Sorry. Anyway, so it was about that moment that the trumpets fucking sounded from behind me. I couldn't have anticipated this stupid fucking series of events. There's no way to have known that this was going to fucking... Like, I get there, I'm drunk, I step out of the carriage, put on the outfit, swagger up to the party, there's fat guy I gotta kill, and trumpets. And first I'm thinking, all right, there's a procession to announce my dickery. Let's do this! But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. The trumpets kept sounding, and then in came the dozens of fucking riders on horseback. It was goddamn ridiculous. These grandois motherfuckers in shining armor, all of them carrying the standard of the king on a giant, oversized, penis-compensating pole. It was stupid. But this procession of motherfuckers rides up right before the courtyard, and the head douche of the douche brigade holds aloft his scroll of fuckery, and he declares that for having failed to attend the legally mandated masses and religious holidays as appointed by the king, their lands and their holdings were to be stripped from them, and as potential conspirators or suspicious of conspiracy against the crown, they were to be taken and executed. It was stupid. But furthermore, the way that the law worked back then is anybody that worked for you in your employ was your property.
Yeah.
So when bitch.
So when that motherfucker went ahead and said, all of you must stay here and work in service of the crown, he meant to imply that I should be the slave to the king. And I was not fucking okay with that. But I was also unarmed, dressed like a fucking idiot, and totally drunk off my ass. There was no getting... Fuck off, Magog. Anyways.
So you were someone's bitch for a little bit.
All of about 30 seconds.
But it still happened.
It's happened a lot. I'm not proud of it, but it happens.
I can imagine so.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're alive forever and ever and ever, you're bound to fuck up a lot.
No, that's not why I'm thinking that's the case.
I don't care. That's what I'm saying. That's the story, and we are sticking to it. Just as I'm going to stick to this fantastic story. So finally, when night fell, the guards fucked off. They wanted to make sure that we weren't going to run anywhere, and satisfied that we were maintaining our tasks, they departed when the sun set. As soon as they were gone, I went straight into the fucking manor and started peeling all the weapons off the walls. Most of the armor that they had kicking around was nothing more than ornamental garbage, so it wasn't going to be of any fucking use. But I started, piling up every weapon that I could find that would actually do something, and for the most part, it boiled down to shitty broadswords and a couple of hatchets. Everything else was just shit made out of tin on sticks. It was fucking pathetic. But as I marched around this place, the other servants of the halls, they started to get inspired, and they wanted to join in this act of vengeance. So one by one, they filtered in behind me. They started peeling off the useless tin armor off the walls and putting it on like it actually be fucking useful. And all together, as one unit, beneath the crimson moon, we charged forth towards the castle. This whole thing...
revolution.
Yeah. Wait, no.
Wait,
No, fancy revolution,
sure?
not Ponzi revolution. Fancy. Fancy.
That's just another word for frivolous.
Fancy motherfuckers that charge through straight to the castle thinking there's no way we can get through a back door or back gate, so we're gonna have to charge straight across the portcullis. So we start running towards this castle, and the fucking door, the doors open, the gates down, so there's nothing stopping us. We can't see a single guard. So taking the lead, I ran right across that motherfucker and straight through those gates. And that was when I saw the giant collection of soldiers and their crossbows and felt a plethora of quarrels go shooting through my fucking chest, obliterating my spine and my rib cage. It was pretty painful, and I fell down in almost 2 pieces and just kind of watched as I bled out and everyone ran past me. That was time number 2 for dying in this story.
I want to watch you bleed out.
I know, that's why I never invite you to my parties.
I have a question, Beardy.
What?
So whenever you die and then you respawn, you get a whole new body, right? Or
it's the same body.
It's the same body.
I don't know.
Alright, well, if it's not, does that make you a virgin again?
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good question, but at the same time, I don't want to think about his virginity.
All right, ladies, so here's what we're gonna do. And by ladies, I don't mean you, Jeff, or the psycho pixie slut. I mean the ladies watching this.
Oh, shush.
Not either of you.
Or the gentleman. Or the gentleman.
If I'm going to kill myself at some point during this show, after that's done, I need you to come hither and jump on my quiver, and we will have ourselves a fantastic time.
Deflower him.
It'll be great. Oh my god, I could make so many losing my virginity porn videos.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Aren't those normally reserved for 18+ females?
Well, if I've got a new body, who knows how old it is?
But are you an 18+ female?
I don't know. We can't find out until people watch the videos, and I'll put them up for $5 each. It'll be great.
So you're a cheap whore.
You're gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah, obviously. But to get back to it here, because people are trying to throw stuff at us to heal us and all sorts of stuff. So I'm gonna finish up this story. I'm just gonna charge through it. We're gonna get the last of this done. We are at one of the final parts of the story. So I'm just gonna finish it. We're just gonna finish it through. Manly story. So I finally come to the broken arrows are all around me. I'm totally fine now. And I get up and I look around, and there's no more fighting in this courtyard. There are just corpses and a couple of screaming, crying bitches. But I can hear that there's battling still happening inside of the main castle. The rest of the servants must have charged through, like maybe the 6 of them that were left alive. But I had to think to myself, if I were a douchebag king that was trying to enforce religious law to steal people's property, where would I hide if there was a people's revolt? Because clearly they were fucking expecting one. So lo and behold, as I looked to the sky and saw the tallest tower of his castle, its 6 windows above, all lit by candles, and I knew that dickhead was at the top of that tower. So naturally, I kicked down the door of the tower and began marching up that ridiculously long spiral staircase. And I figured I had to be somewhere near the top when, unexpectedly, a pair of spearheads thrust out from around the stairway and caught me in the chest, and for the 3rd time I died, bleeding out, tumbling backwards down the staircase until my neck broke.
You died a virgin then.
Yeah.
Yep, that happens a lot.
That's so sad.
Man, you don't even have to wear armor. Just keep dying and read.
Why do you think I just wear clothing most of the time, or just stuff that looks scary? Why do you think I became such a pathetic fighter? What is the point of being skillful when you just get up like 20, 30 minutes later?
So what you're saying is that you're a pansy who can't fight for shit because you're weak sauce.
Yeah, why do you think I'm trying to have so many training montages these days?
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm working on it. But this was back when I was strong. This was back when I still had a better connection to the whatever the fuck it is that's going on. And it only took a few minutes for me to get up again because it was just a pair of spears. And the soldiers that were up there must have stupidly assumed that I was dead. So they had walked down the rest of the staircase to the base, I guess, because I had a clear walk the rest of the way back up that staircase and all the way to that door, which was, after all, poorly blockaded. After kicking the fucking thing open, there I saw him, the quivering little bitch that was the king. At the top of his mighty emerald tower, in all of his might, in the grace of God appointed to his position by the divine will of blah, 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 blah. I looked him square in the eyes, screamed with bloody fervor, and I chopped him up into 7 fucking pieces.
Nice.
I threw 6 parts of his body, 1 out each of the 6 windows of his wonderful little tower for all of his remaining soldiers to see. And then, clutching his head by the hair in my fist, I walked back down the tower. When I got to the bottom of it, I kind of expected the soldiers to freak out and start attacking me, but apparently seeing the guy that they'd seen die twice, walking out with the decapitated head of their former leader, freaked them out a little bit. So I just, walked on through, made my way to the throne room, and placed the head firmly at the feet of the throne.
Oh.
What?
What?
That totally redefines the term head.
Oh, yeah.
He gave you head?
There's a little reason why I had to get head that day. And I wrote it on that floor in blood for his next in line to understand. It was in the king's blood, King Nub the Holy, that I wrote, "Don't ever cockblock me again, you son of a bitch."
At least you don't need lube.
And that That is the moral of this story. Not that I didn't need lube. That you do not cock block a member of the Beardbarian Horde. We will kill you. We will take everything that you have. Not because you are powerful, not because you killed or raped our children or wives or anything like that, but if you got in the way of us getting laid, we will fuck you up.
Oh yeah, that causes wars, man. Look what happened with Troy and Greece.
It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible, but it was a lot of fun. That's a story that I could tell in a fun way. I wasn't there, but I wish I was.
So, what I'm getting from the story is that you lost your virginity to a decapitated head.
I didn't fuck the head.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I just fingered it a little bit so that I could write the message.
I mean, you were drunk off your ass, right?
No, not at that point. I got drunk in the midday, and I had to wait all the way until nightfall, like fucking 10 hours later. I'd sobered up by then.
I have a question.
So you soberly fucked the head.
We have done 4 episodes. And
Yep.
you have done 4 segments of history.
Yep.
And I still don't know any of this shit.
I don't know, read a book, motherfucker. I don't know what to say to that. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn my attention to these Streamlabs that have been piling up on me while I was telling that story. Here we are. Here. All right. Jack the Ripper says, My Lord Magog, Lord Beardy, Sexy Thief, Sweet Fairy, you all rock. A side note, Magog, I have your shield prepared. It's not as manly as the one I made for Beardbarian, but it captures your personal...
Personality.
Oh, personality. Yeah, that's the
Oh,
word.
your personal idiot.
Hooked on
Tiny
phonics works
dick.
for me, bastard.
Hey, don't blame me. It's not my fault.
Personal idiot. As in small dicks, guys.
Small dicks.
Chain Reaction throws down for a potion for the thief and fairy each. Also, Beardy's attempt to avoid gay references in his stories are about as useful as a cock-flavored lollipop, which is something that he enjoy ironically. No, I'd enjoy it if it was a delicious... You didn't see the wonderful day that I got sent a bag of dicks. I was just shoving those things in my face. It was great. I just had mouthfuls and mouthfuls of dick on stream. It was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. Incandescent 01 jumps in and says, What did I miss? Is the Beardbarian dead from being gay yet? Nope. Also, someone recently asserted that, as a space trucker, I have no soul. This is fake news. I keep my soul in the safety deposit box in the vault of my bank.
Okay.
That's fucking brilliant. I didn't know that they could keep souls, but it makes
keep
sense
pieces
since
of
they
my
suck them
souls
out of
in all
people all the
kinds of
time.
locations. It's the source of my immortality.
You know, bank vaults are not the safest places in the world, right?
Yep.
They are if it's a world you're not on, you psycho.
Was that all of your Streamlabs?
No, it's not. Berserker 5150 says, Beardy knows about the man's dicky do because the dicky was in his arse. Wrong! Incandescent 01 also jumps in again and says, This is so if I get canceled from the space lot lizards, I can get a new body built back on Earth. Sure, there's probably an ointment for the space lot lizards' cancer, but that's embarrassing. It's easier just to get a new body and go back to my ship. I encourage that wholly. He comes in again and follows up with, After getting a new body and getting back to my ship, I can just scrape the goo from the old body into a bag, tie it off, and leave it in the lot for some pimbly clerk to clean up. Space cancer lot lizards turn you into goo in about 2 weeks.
That's goddamn
Don't
crazy.
fuck intergalactic geckos. It's a bad move. Bad move. That's the lesson here.
All right. Well, before I get to my super chats, we're going to go ahead, since she was activated twice by one of the super chats, we're going to go ahead and do this.
It's so cute how they squirm.
Yeah, take it all.
All right, that's it for the pixie. And since she poisoned everybody, now she gets to choose who to poison. Who do you want to poison? Erlen, who do you want to poison?
Don't look at me like that.
Did we lose her?
I think she's muted.
Beardy usually dies. So I guess I have to go for Magog.
You're
I'm
poisoning
sorry.
me.
You'd
Really?
kill
Oh, thank
your
fuck.
baby daddy?
Great. Thanks, Erilyn.
It's okay. I'll light a candle for you.
Luckily,
I'm
no
trying to
poison
keep
doesn't
things
take any health
interesting.
points. It's just... Wait, what does it? Poison a single party member at no cost. What they lose, you gain. Okay, so I've got 1 point until I die, so you'll gain 1 point. Unless
Fine.
somebody has healed us all, of course. Let's get to the super chats. Vladimir Dragonoff, right at the beginning of the stream, he said, "Is there any spells that'll help me stay awake during a night shift in the guard tower?" No, something you need to sleep. Just don't sleep on duty, or else I'll,
If you
zap
stab
you
yourself in
into
the
oblivion.
leg, you'll be awake for a while.
And Charles Fowler, of course, gave $30 to activate both charges for the ferry, which have been done. Malcolm from the
Love
North,
you.
Malcolm from the North gives Canadian dollars and says, "Poison everyone, you say? Well, enjoy the Kool-Aid. It's Jim Jones' special recipe."
Oof.
Gulf City Nicholas Danka says, "Beardy kills all" with $15. I think that's the one we activated. Vladimir Dragonoff says, "Yesterday we sacked a communist stronghold. Beardy, I give you the 300 gallons of vodka we found. Magog gets the souls of the commies to power a few magical milkshake machines." Thank you. Because
What do I get?
commie milkshakes are the best. Because you appreciate them more because you have to stand in a very long line to get your one milkshake a day. And absolutely no bread.
Milkshakes are better.
Man of Man 8 says, "Health potion for the the barbarian butt breaker." Okay. Got a health point back. Badger says, "Jeff Holiday has had many inter-character class sexy times. Can he tell us some tales of polyspecies Amarinius?"
I could tell you about that one time that me and the fairy got it on, but that's for a
I think he means interspecies erotica.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, she fucked a goat. It's not a fucking big thing. It happens all the time in your world, especially in the desert. Incandescent 01 says, "Apologies for the lateness. Flight protocol at Proxima is to drop out of hyperdrive at the edge of the system, which is about 2 hours away from the station by a quarter sublight. It was excruciatingly slow. I have no idea what any of that means, nor do I care." Thank you, Incandescent 01. The Engaged Few says, "How much to get Jeff to stuff a sock in Rasputin's gob and violate him with that drinking horn?" Hey, I'm gonna take that $5 as an activation of Jeff Holiday, aka the Nameless Thief's quick attack. So now we get to hear her insult Beardy. Yay, I finally
Wait,
get to
why am I Rasputin?
Because you look like fucking Rasputin today, you fucking asshole.
Whatever, I'll take the disco song and just roll with it.
Admit it. You like
Well,
getting
I could comment on the
penetrated
fact
by
that
me.
technically you're a virgin right now. That's gay as fuck.
Not
Or I
right
could
now.
comment on the fact. No, not right now.
Not right now.
So you have done the butt stuff recently.
No!
Since your last death, though.
No!
You had to think about it, though.
Yes!
That's very telling, Beardy.
No!
Go
Okay,
City.
it counts if it was with like a non-phallic object. If it was like with a sword hilt or something instead of a dick.
I thought
Yeah.
you weren't gonna tell people
That's
about those
possible.
pictures. We had a deal.
Shit, that shit's engraved on a wall somewhere.
Yeah,
Along
it
with an
is.
epic poem.
I carved it in with my knife myself.
Gulf City Nicholas Danka says, "Beardy passed clearly." Charles Fowler says, "Full health to the ferry." She's absolutely...
All right, Magog, you're totally topped up.
Blow me.
No.
Incandescent 01 says, "Full heal the beard. Nobody else deserves it. Maybe even
Oh!
insult the necrophiliac." Oh no! He activated your quick attack for $5. Now you get to insult me.
Get over
Okay, I
here.
was gonna say, which necrophilia?
You.
I'm sure he meant me. Go ahead,
I
Beardy.
don't know
Let me have
how
it.
best to tackle insulting a cleft-lipped troglodyte. How do I tackle that? You are your own greatest failure.
Ah!
I bet
I only had one health point. I just noticed that. So we're gonna have to get, because I'm dying right now from that crappy insult because it was paid for. And so somebody start your segment and remember me.
Oh, and Thief, Incandescent 01 wants you to know, my bank is perfectly secure. Nobody but me knows where it's at, and nobody else can access it. So I believe your response is challenge accepted?
yes, it is.
There we go. Who would like to go next?
Well, I mean, I could go first if you'd like. I have quite a few interesting tales to tell. Let's see here. We have
How many of them are anti-vaxxer stories?
none, but I do have a poop story for you.
I'm starting to think you might not really be Jeff Holiday.
Oh no, it's a poop story.
But only one poop story?
I have a poop story, a drunken story, I have a stupid ass criminal story, and then a loner story.
Well, you better
Oh,
start
I'm
with
a
the
loner.
poop story so that I can test your resolve.
Alright. So a man was arrested for defecating on Lamar's business, because that's what you do when you're pissed off or drunk, or both at a business. You ever been so pissed off that you actually pissed on or defecated on something?
Well, yeah, you don't take shit, you give it.
Fair enough. The man was arrested over the weekend for public intoxication and criminal mischief, because that's exactly what that is. I feel like that would be a higher caliber crime, to be honest. But what do I know? I only steal things.
I'm just picturing a man in a trench coat, walking around in the dark, all hunched over to the sound of pizzicato violin string. You know, yep.
I have to ask, though, like, is it on command, or do you walk around until you feel something? An urge?
I don't know, usually when I defecate in public, it's with a purpose. So I eat a lot of fiber and then go for a walk while smoking a cigarette and eating a banana.
Off. You're only
Mhm.
dead.
Now, do you pull your pants down all the way to the end of your feet and then, squat, or...
Oh, I just don't wear pants.
Oh. So you
Yeah.
do go commando.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, so I'm so glad that we've established that, because I was trying to get you to admit it earlier, but...
Why are you so curious about my genitals?
Well,
This is
they
very
go for
uncomfortable, Jeff.
they go on a pretty penny. They go for a pretty penny on the black market, let's just say that. Immortal genitals? Come on. Of course I'm interested. I bet Fairy's interested, too.
Well, interested.
Are you
If
uncomfortable
I
yet?
die one more time, I swear to God I'm killing you all.
Oh, good, Magog's here. Hey, Magog, the thief wants to check out your nether regions for a moment. I'm just gonna go over here.
What the fuck was... What's been going on my side quest while I've been dead?
We've been talking about defecation in public.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, how do you do it? Do you hike up your robes and then just squat, or is there like a special way that you do this?
I usually am shitting on somebody I just murdered.
Ah,
So, yeah, just kind of let it fall out while I walk over their dead body.
now is it on command, or do you have to wait a little bit? I asked the same question to Beardy.
Well, I'm 333 years old, so it just kind of falls
Falls out.
Yep.
Ah,
Loose asshole. I get that.
a loose asshole, but it's not because of Fagog, is it?
Hmm.
So who defecated in public? I don't understand.
Some man in Iowa. It's interesting. It's Iowa and not Florida this time, because I half expected it to be Florida, as per usual. But no, just some random guy who was publicly intoxicated and decided it was a good idea to defecate on someone's lawn at 10:30 in the morning.
Oh. Okay, well, so when most people wake up, pretty much.
Yeah.
And as the
Taking
man
one-
soon discovered, it was a truly crappy plan.
Wake up, drink your fill, and then take your morning dump. Perfect day.
And let's pause real quick. Everybody, if you've heard those sounds, it means the gems have returned. The $5 quick attack gems. They go away for 5 minutes and come back. So if we get more $5 donations telling us who to activate and who to target, we will insult the hell out of each other. Congratulations. Please continue with your crappy segment, Jeff Holiday.
That was shit.
Well, you know what? It's interesting that you say that, because all of these gentlemen, they have pictures next to their photographs, right? And they'll kind of look a little bit like Beardy. Beardy, have you been making history?
Cowbell!
Wait, keep
All
ringing
right.
that. Keep ringing that. Punsy, 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 punsy.
Fuck you!
All right, so now I have a few more stories. We have a man arrested for drinking twice in the same day. In the same 24-hour time span. Once at, I believe, 2 in the afternoon, and another at, I believe, mid-morning, say 9 o'clock in the morning the next day. But he was arrested and charged and released all within the same 24-hour span. Because, I don't know, there's just so many mistakes made here. First, you get drunk twice and caught twice, driving and drinking. And then the cops release you twice. Even after the second time that you've been caught drinking and driving.
I'm not buying this whole thing. This is not a Jeff Holiday story. I don't believe you. In fact, before you go ahead and insult me for thinking like I'm an idiot, Necrotostin5 to go ahead and say, don't you all die over and over again in each episode of Side Quest, so won't you all virgin again? Also, Thief, when your quick attack is reactivated, please attack Beardy.
Alright. Is it activated?
Yep.
It has been reactivated?
Admit it. You like getting pecked by me.
No, you're right, Magog. He does kind of look like Rasputin. You know what happened to Rasputin?
He fucked the queen's wife?
The queen's wife?
Wait.
Oh, you really are a dumb fuck.
Oh.
No, I was just gonna say, he was one hard-ass motherfucker to kill, so maybe it's true.
Yeah, maybe he really was Rasputin.
And apparently he was he was sexually promiscuous, which means that he was in it with the dudes, I believe, as well as the lady itself. I mean,
I'm not confirming anything.
maybe he is Rasputin.
Hey, check it out. Charles Fowler just dropped a side in the chat and said, Magog, attack Jeff.
Oh.
Shooby-doop-doop-doop. Break your fucking face.
Our people are having a lot of fun trying to interrupt us with attacks. I've got another one coming up after this one.
All right, well, Jeff Holiday, I really appreciate you coming on my show. I'm just sad that we had the less drunk, YouTube saint here. But I do have a question.
Yeah.
Exactly what is it that you do on the YouTube saints? Because it isn't talent.
It's purely good looks.
I hope the real Jeff Holiday never watches this. Oh God, he's gonna kill me.
I am the real Jeff Holiday.
Yeah, he's right here. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Love you, Jeff. Sorry.
Anyone who claims to be the real Jeff Holiday, aside from me, is a filthy fucking liar. And it's a cheat. And it's stealing my identity.
No, I'm sorry. The current Jeff Holiday on this stream is not the Jeff Holiday I wanted. You should go ahead and switch your name to Hemlock Moonwolf so I can electrocute your big-tittied ass again.
So, Incandescent 01 throws down again to activate for everyone to attack the discount Necronomicon. But our thief just got activated, so it's just gonna have to be myself and the fairy.
Yep. Well, shit. Okay, we'll take this one at a time. Go ahead, Beardy. Hit me with your best shot. Let me play the thing.
Get over here! I will end you!
Gotcha, bitch. You're mine now.
at your disgustingly ugly mug, I just couldn't figure out what was a bigger disappointment. Your existence or your mother for not killing you upon your birth.
Maybe he's a failed abortion.
Maybe.
It's
That would explain
Erlen's
a
turn
lot.
now to insult me, and it will be my final hit point, so I will die again. Go ahead, Erlen, insult me. Do your best.
Well, there's so much to say that's mean. So much. I think your robe looks really dumb. And why do you think I always try to get you out of it?
I don't know if that's an insult or a horror show.
It's both.
You could have just told him he was going to be a terrible father. That would have done it too.
It would have.
He doesn't need to know. Don't.
Well, why not? We're trying to go ahead and buy new cribs and little like outfits and stuff.
We're just not ready yet. Okay, because I've been sick all weekend, and I don't know if it's safe or not to even tell him. I don't know if the baby's even gonna live. So I gotta be careful.
Wait, every time we kill you, does that mean that the baby starts over?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's gonna be
Oh
a
my
long
god, you have
pregnancy.
a perpetual pregnancy. We're gonna have to protect you for the next how long do fairies even stay pregnant?
Oh, just a few weeks.
Oh, okay, so we need to keep you alive for a couple months. And then we'll have this little treasure troll looking thing with slick back blonde hair and a green gem belly button. It'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you know what Magog's belly button looks like?
I'm not going to answer that question without my lawyer present.
I just thought I'd
But yeah, no one needs to know right now. He doesn't need to know anything, and I don't even know if I'm going to keep it, honestly.
Oh, no, you should keep it. At the very least, as a piece of leverage against Magog. I mean, that's what happened with the incestuous baby of King Arthur. If I remember correctly, he was trained and used as a weapon to defeat King Arthur. You could do the same thing with Magog.
Maybe.
brilliant idea.
I could play the part of a fake Merlin, except, it's the role reversal. The Arthur's magical Merlin isn't, and I can guide him to ignore his son and you as you raise him as a weapon to destroy him. It'll be wonderful. There'll be stories there'll be musicals, dozens of movies. It'll be great.
Now
Absolutely
walk it
great.
off. You're
Maybe.
Now, hang on. If that's the case, then what is the metaphorical tool that you're using? Because I really, really am worrying at this point.
I don't know, I just figured Magog would pull his sword out of the stone.
Yeah.
Pull out the sword, you say?
It's a euphemism for his dick, but I just couldn't figure out where I was going with it, which is why you should just follow up with your next story and ignore me.
Alright, good. Easily done. You're ignorable. Oklahoma man arrested for police chase after leaving wallet inside stolen vehicle. You ever been so dumb that you left your form of identification at the scene of a crime? Seriously. God awful. Stupid ass. Thieves giving me a bad name. I
definitely don't ever have that problem.
Yeah, you don't have that problem. You're not making all Beardbarian horde people look
I do not
every day.
leave calling cards.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he's back.
Sup, boy?
You! Stop killing me!
But you make such a pretty corpse.
Fuck. What did I miss? What were you talking about? Well, I was.
No, nothing important. No, nothing important.
Just this other story involving some idiot leaving his ID at a crime scene. Oh, Contestant 01, I love you. Oh, I love you.
What?
In Contestant 01 in the chat says in the super chat says Magog, insult yourself. I want to see you kill yourself.
Now it's Magog's turn to be picked on.
Ooh.
I guess that's just the way this show is going.
I always thought he was so cute when he was dying.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna die because when we're revived, we go back to half health. So, sorry.
We'll get you there eventually.
So if I insult myself, I'm only gonna take away my own. Okay, I'm gonna insult myself. Hold on. Shooby doop doop doop. Break your fucking face. Well, okay. Magog! I cannot believe. Wait, what should I say? Because I love myself. It's hard to insult myself. Magog, you should be ashamed of yourself because you got drunk one night and fucked a fairy. And you don't know what's going to happen with that. So you better pray she doesn't call you.
Any particular fairy you have in mind?
Nope, just a random.
On a side note, everyone, you should know that the off-air hangouts after the streams are riddled with fun
With
facts.
gay porn.
Yes,
Gay porn
exactly.
as far as the eye can see, thrown abroad by Magog.
Beerbarian's gay porn.
Go ahead, go. Finish your segment for the love of God, Jeff Holiday. God, you're trying to stretch this out for as long as your Twitch streams.
No, I just say I'm trying to stretch it out for as big as the dildo is.
Big,
Nope.
Big rubber dicks.
Yeah. You know all about that, don't you, Magog?
No. You can't pin that one on me, baby doll.
Don't let him lie to you. We've experimented.
I figured as much. You've told me so much.
Shut up.
La, 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 I
I
can't
know
hear this.
everything.
What are you
Love you.
What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
What?
Well, for your birthday a few years ago, I know what Marilyn and you got up to.
No, he means with the story. With
Oh,
the
with the story. Gotcha. All right, cool. So
Wait, what the fuck was that? What did Jeff Holiday just accuse me of?
Nothing. Just forget about it.
nothing.
Yeah.
Would you like me to finish reading it, or?
Yes, continue. Finish
Sure.
your segment, for the love of God. I'm gonna fucking die of boredom.
Okay. A man is behind bars after police say he led them on a wild chase and crashed into another vehicle. Now, the funny part about this is that he managed to escape the vehicle. However, he left his wallet behind at the scene of the crime, like a fucking idiot. And that's pretty much the entire story. He ended up getting arrested, or after he was identified, he was arrested and charged with theft of a vehicle and the like. And I'm just saying, fucking amateurs. What the shit?
That is not nearly as cool as leaving a little card that says, I killed your wife, with a signature on it.
Yeah, that one definitely wins. That one definitely wins. Sorry. Is that the last story of your segment?
I have one more, but do we have time for it?
Let's go ahead and move on. I've got some super chats to read. Let's do that.
Alright, cool.
All right. Asterisk Lore says, I cast Jehovah's grace upon all, full health for this episode unless I'm too late to heal. Well, I'll give us all full health. Yeah, fuck yeah. Yay, we're all
That
here.
earns some cowbell. Yay!
Thank you, Asterisk Lore. Vladimir Dragonov says, I don't know what the fairy or thief would have wanted from the commies.
I'll take a milkshake. I always like a good milkshake.
Vladimir Dragonov goes on to say, today we had a horrible abomination approach the fort. It was so unspeakably hideous that many of us, including me, were letting out girly screams, but we all let out a sigh of relief when it turned out to just be Rosie O'Donnell.
I'm surprised she made it up the hill.
Sighs of relief? If I saw Rosie O'Donnell coming, I'd hide my Subway sandwiches and pizza and go, "Ah!"
It's the Rosie O'Donnell! Run!
Charles Fowler says, Magog attacked Jeff. Oh, we already did that. Incandescent 01 says, Magog, Erlyn is carrying your child. You'll be the worst father ever. After all, you can't even scream properly like you were supposed to.
Huh. You know, that's a...
Interesting
Wow.
comment.
That's
Yeah, I know, that was really
a
weird.
lie for somebody to say.
He's just
Plus, if
fucking
she was
with
pregnant
Left
with my
field.
child, it wouldn't matter because she'd just drink herself into another abortion.
Yeah.
Another.
People come up with the weirdest stuff.
Wonder where that one.
Vladimir Dragunov says, gives Magog a healing milkshake. Thank you. I'll use that later. Ooh, my gem came back. Sweet. Curtis Palander says, hey Magog, you're awesome. So are you.
He's lying. He's just trying to use you for sex.
Tank Wish dropped $1, didn't say anything, but thank you, Wish.
No.
Oh, that was I'm ashamed. I'm gonna take a health point. Now I'm gonna use my healing milkshake. Yeah! Incandescent One says, listen up, you idiots, and the Beardbarian. When you die, could you please scream? It doesn't have to be for damage, but dying at least deserves some entertaining screams. Oh yeah, he's telling you to not just stay silent, like, when you die, fucking act it out. That's the whole point of this fucking show.
I die like a man.
And that's the end of our super chats at the moment, and we've all gone through pretty much a bunch of fucking quick attacks. Where, you know, Erilyn's all spent on her special attacks. Beardy still has one more special attack. Me and Jeff Holiday still have 2 special attacks, and we're going on into the next segment.
No, we're not, because I have a pile of super chat or Streamlabs as well. So I'm gonna fly through these real quick.
Okay.
Where are we here? Incandescent one. No, where is it? Where is it? Berserker 5150 says health pack for the thief who is still the true Beardbarian and all that is man, unlike Dadbarian, the nicest homosexual man in all the lands and worlds who loves to pay alimony and child support.
I'm taking help.
Hey! Incandescent 1 says it's called a Fidelius charm. It turns the location to a secret that is kept safe in the soul of a trusted person, which I think he means the bank. So you need to dive into somebody's soul. So be sure to get out your marriage proposal certificate. I happen to trust myself, so it's in his heart. You're going to have to seduce Incandescent 1, or at least get him to part with his soul. And then says, Beardy, don't be so concerned about the thief stealing your nads. Just let her kill you for a few new nuts. No!
You let me stab you, I'll stab you.
And then one more from Inquisitor 5craft, who says, the shadows fall as a furred, blurred figure zooms across the forest. A bob-tailed cat lands with a tag reading Dobby. He hisses at the barbarian, empowering the fairy with the luscious rack and the vivacious and vicarious thief to strike with all their might. I believe he's trying to get you to kill me.
Oh.
Is he? Wait,
Stab.
who's he activating?
The fairy and the thief.
The fairy and the thief, both. I'm gonna play your things. Hold on a second.
Gotcha, bitch. You're mine now.
Admit it, you like getting penetrated by me.
I like that one. Admit it, you like being penetrated by me. Okay, girls, have at the Beardy.
Well.
Give it to me. Give it to me, Jeff.
So, would you like to purchase some of my exclusive butt plugs? They come in many different sizes. I have an extra large one, and I have a very small one. We can work you up to the extra large one if it makes you feel more comfortable, Beardy.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Positive?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
He's
Yeah?
sweating a little.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Stay back. Stay way back.
Now, Erilyn, call him a poopy head or something.
I'll go further than that and just tell him that being covered in animal pelts is just a little weird and you kind of look like a furry.
Beardy the furry.
No.
I like
No.
Oh, can we get one of those
No.
drawings, please? Can I get a fan art of that?
Yeah,
I wanna
Beardy,
see
yeah,
Beardy the
please,
furry.
please.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Somebody out there, Furry beardy, make it fucking happen, man.
Punsy, beardy fairy.
I'm the savage bearded bear.
No!
No. If he were an animal, what would you think he would be? Would he be like a really cuddly fox?
No.
Why
Seriously,
are
I want
so hard
to
to
see a
sever
savage
from the
bearded
front?
teddy bear.
Oh, he'd be a cat because he's a fucking pussy.
Okay. All right. Whose segment is it now? It's Erlen's, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Erlen's, go ahead.
Okay, well,
Sexy
I found
story
some
time.
really neat ones. This
like
is
sexy
something similar to what Magog and I have done, but it didn't go this wrong.
What?
Nothing says sex like a cemetery, as goths everywhere will agree, and we have memories there. Unfortunately, it can cause the occasional bodily mishap. One lady in the U.S. experienced it firsthand when she was visiting a relative's grave and came over all randy, as you do, get down to it, and then there with her boyfriend. All their jiggling caused a tombstone to collapse onto her leg. We're not sure what's worse, the pain of the wound or the indignity of having the news hit the papers next day.
Oh. Well, at least it didn't kill them. Wasn't there was a movie where a scene where like she was fucking her boyfriend in the graveyard.
Yeah.
His head was up against the tombstone, and the head of the angel statue on top like broke off and crushed his face.
Yeah. You gotta be careful with cemetery sex. We know what we're doing.
Yeah,
Hang on.
you gotta have sex on the tombstones, not below them. You don't want things falling.
Right.
So he was literally, quite literally, fucked into an early grave.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yep.
You thought so?
Yep. I
No?
liked it. I
You
liked
sure?
it. No, I mean, even if nobody else liked it and nobody applauded and nobody's laughing in the chat, we may have even lost viewers because of that joke. But
Yeah.
I appreciated it.
You're not a pun kind of guy, are you?
Yeah. Go on, Erlen.
Okay. The next one is what you get for being an asshole. What's worse than a van ramming into your parked car? A van ramming into your parked car while you're sitting inside receiving oral sex from your secretary. So the collision causes her to bite off your penis. That's exactly what a Singaporean businessman endured on what must count as a very, very bad day at work. Oh, and the whole thing was witnessed by the private eye hired by the secretary's husband, who suspected her of having an affair.
Oof. This is all sorts of fucked up.
Yeah. A lot of people like Roadhead, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you gotta be careful. I've heard tons of stories of, like, the woman getting decapitated, and the penis is still in her mouth, and she'll be, like, in the back seat. There's one I heard where, like, he was sitting there in shock in the front seat without his penis, and they didn't understand what was happening until they saw his girlfriend's head in the back seat with the penis still in her mouth.
I'm a necromancer, and that's horrible.
Yeah.
I would never revive them from the dead just so that they don't just scream into oblivion from all the suffering and pain and embarrassment.
Yeah.
Imagine that like what the wife thought of that guy too. Like, you know, like he was getting a blowjob from a fucking Taiwanese hooker in a car and got his dick bit off. So both confirmed that he's a cheater, and now he has no dick.
That's
right?
not a good
That's
thing,
what
but-
happens. That's exactly what you deserve when you cheat. And
Instant
more.
karma.
Right.
What?
Yep.
We're talking about dicks getting bitten off. Do you have any stories to share, Beardy?
Nope.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm gonna stay out of dick chopping range.
I have longer swords, you know.
Nope.
I'm sure we can find some way to separate the two of you.
Nope.
This story literally is the reason why I only watched the first couple episodes of American Gods, because the moment I had to witness Emily Browning giving fucking, what's his name? That fucking comedian that's shit. The fucking,
Amy Schumer.
No, fucking Good Luck Chuck.
I don't know.
What's his name? Somebody give me his name.
Chris Rock.
No, it's not that. No.
Jeff Dunham.
Are these the only comedians you know?
Dan Cook.
It is Dane Cook. Yeah. The moment I had to witness Emily Browning giving roadhead to Dane Cook and then witness a car accident where she bit his dick off, I turned it off.
I thought I was too drunk for this stream, but I think I need more scotch.
See, we get no love from Beardy ever.
Oh, and Shinobi, I see you in the chat there. I will be checking the Streamlabs once we get to the end of the segment.
Yep.
Well, I guess I better speed it along.
Oh no, it's all good. You don't gotta hurry up. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, we
Keep
got
going.
plenty of
Keep
time.
going.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, the Karma Sutra may be a timeless text based on human sexuality, but it proved to be a real pain for one middle-aged Russian couple when they were attempting the deck chair position with her feet jammed under his armpits, when at the moment of climax, she had a massive muscle spasm that trapped him inside of her. The paramedics said they couldn't help but laughing looking at them. They also emphasized that they're not young at all.
Wait, so the walls of her vajayjay clenched so hard that he couldn't pull out.
And they're in such a bad position that all her muscles spazzed out. Because really good orgasms do that. And so she hooked everything, and everything just.
How do you call the ambulance?
This is the exact problem with people studying the Kama Sutra instead of the pelvic sorcerer's spellbook. One of these days, I will teach the world again the true power of pelvic sorcery. It's the closest thing to magic that I do. It's not really magic. It's got such wonderful things as the cannon bone and the double-fisted maiden maul. It's mostly a book on techniques to fuck your way through battle. But these people are doing it all wrong. That is a misrepresentation of the hut buster. What you do is you get her legs in a position and you lean her up against the hut, so she's in the corner or any building really, holding that wall bracer, and you thrust as hard as you can until the structure breaks. It's a very important technique. I'm just gonna have to re-release the pelvic sorcerer's spell.
You should.
Now we know how the Twin Towers actually came down.
Yeah, it wasn't jet fuel, motherfuckers.
It was Beardy.
I know someone that could really use that book, so you should re-release it, because I could definitely send it to him. He was a little other.
Was it Magog?
He was an elf that I met.
Oh.
And I took him back to my tree, and I fucked him, of course. And I thought it was going to be great, because we were really attracted to each other. And then he went down on me 4 licks. 2 the first time we slept together, 2 the next time we slept together.
Wow,
so,
your Tootsie Pop is really small.
Yeah, if anyone wants to teach him how to give head, that would be great.
I don't know anything about that, but I am a wizard, and I have magic fingers that'll play you like a marionette.
Yeah, he does. Why do you think I stayed in such a toxic relationship where we kill each other?
Gotta love being fucking semi-immortal. You just kill each other all the time. It's very, very therapeutic.
Very, very.
I bet.
Yep. Is that the last of your stories, Erilyn?
It can be if you want it to be.
No, I'm just asking. We still got half an hour, so.
Well, I have quite a few, so I can keep going for as long as you want,
do one more, and then
my
we'll
dear.
get the super chats. Do one.
Okay. Moskoff is always amazed by how. Oh, never mind. That's not important. One woman found a girl's text message on her husband's cell phone and took a knife to his private parts. she cut him between the penis and the scrotum at the base, and it wasn't completely cut off. But
How the
first
fuck did
thing-
I know before you even started that today was going to be you mutilating genitals and talking about
Okay,
genital mutilation?
But my next one, hey, my next one is going to be about women. So,
Women mutilating genitals?
but anyway, the crazy part is, the first thing he did was went to his girlfriend's house to see if it still worked. Talk about trying to be, talk about a warrior.
Yeah, that guy was like, she cut my dick. I better go and fuck my mistress to see if it still works before I go to the hospital. Like, what?
Can you imagine all that blood going into your vagina? I mean, I've had
Into
it
your
happen.
vagina as opposed to out. Yeah.
Because he's bleeding and stuff, and it's just going in, But I'm used to
Lube.
bloody sex.
It makes for
really.
great lube.
It does.
I have to give props to Jeremy Gast in the chat who cracked a Harry Potter joke. Nearly dickless Nick.
Oof. I think we need to come up with a new name for the segment as genital torture segment instead.
Yeah, it's
because,
just it's not sexy
No.
stories today. It is.
No, it's not.
Well, I can do sexy stories if you want, but this
I
is
don't
more
want, I don't want to
fun.
hear about yours and Magog's sex
There's
life.
no way I'm
I
going
don't-
to be able to get an erection at this point in the show.
Nobody can fap to this.
No.
I could think of a few things.
How come we never get stories of like a woman having her bean chomped in half by accident or something? Why is it always
Well, that's
dicks?
gonna be next episode. I've been collecting them.
Oh god. Okay, here we go.
I promise.
All right, let's get to some super chats. Thank you, Erlen, for horrifying us all. You can just rock us to sleep next time.
Okay.
Fucking hell. Let's see. Incandescent 01 drops 20 and says, everybody, including Magog, attack Magog.
We're doing the quick attacks.
Yeah, we are. Let me do the thing. Shooby doop doop doop. Break your fucking face. It's just I hate everything.
Get over here! I will end you!
Gotcha, bitch. You're mine now.
Admit it, you like getting
All right.
penetrated by me.
Let me have it. Come on.
Magog, you wear more eyeliner than a middle school scene teenager girl. Or guy, for that matter.
Yes, thank you. I spend my weekends at Hot Topic.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next? Come on, have at me.
Magog, ever since we broke up, you really let yourself go.
Truth
What's
is
happening?
an insult. Come on now.
It is an insult. I've been holding it in for a long time, but when you came to see me again, I had to notice. Did you stop adventuring? Is that what happened?
No, I actually turned the lights on that time and had to look at you.
Oof.
Oh, shut
All right, Beardy, your turn.
The only thing more horrifying than Erlen's entire segment is the fact that you've had sex with her.
You've never done anything stupid while drunk?
Yes, but not something stupid that'll cut my balls off, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
Or multiple times.
She does like to cut my genitals off.
Oh, here, no, I'll renege to Mrs. Beardy's insult. This is great. Your eyeliner is ratchet as fuck, Magog.
Yep.
All right, now I have to insult myself. God damn you, Incandescent 01. All right, Magog. No one's buying your shtick anymore, and everybody hates you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said the truth wasn't okay as a joke.
Damn it, Beardy, you took my fucking joke.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a raider. I steal all sorts of shit. Let's
That's my
What?
job.
What? No, your job is to steal it sneakily. Mine is to steal it through the front door while they're paying attention, like I just did.
Rude.
Fuck you.
Alright. Wait, no, don't. You
Yeah.
cut my genitals off, Jeff. I'm not letting you anywhere near them.
It's fun to cut people.
No. Incandescent 1 says, I keep the secret to my bank in my soul, which I keep in my bank. Also, thief, you won't be able to seduce me to get the secret, as I can't feel love. You have your work cut out for you. Berserker 5150 says, hail the poniest furry beard berry and the best brown hole raider of the Karashin Moon says, I got you, Magog. One furry beardy coming up. Beardy furry, at least furries are better looking and better in bed, but he is the ugliest Bigfoot I've ever seen. Well, that's because there's only one Bigfoot. It's me. It's just me. I'm naked. I'm drunk. I'm lost, looking for food. It's all been me. The Sasquatch, the Bigfoot, the Sam Squatch. It's all been me. And the Yeti, that's me in the snow with it stuck to my body hair. And she also finishes up with unleash the powers of the almighty, godly, handsome Magog on Bigfoot Beardless. So I guess you'll have to do that at some point when he's not hating me so much. Or while he's hating me, I don't know. Incandescent 01 also jumps in and says, that said, thief, if you do somehow to get me to love you, then you'll have earned it. Should you manage it, I will give you the entire bank, which has 22 billion tons of platinum, 83 million tons of gold, and the titles for 20 fast attack spaceships. So if you're a gold digger,
Yeah, I am.
all right, there we go.
Now
We'll
walk
talk.
it off. You're only dead.
Fuck you, Thexor in the chat, my little beardy, my little beardy. I hate you. Where were we at now? Wait, he's dead and it's supposed to be leaving. Hey, how's it going?
How is it that I'm dying more than everybody on this stream? Nobody has even activated my special so that I can just kill you all.
Poor baby.
Actually, no, nobody has activated your special, but Karashin Moon has activated your general attack once it's active.
It just literally became active. Who am I attacking?
Give it to me, baby.
Shooby-doop-doop-doop. Break your
Fighting
fucking face. Shooby-dooby-doop-doop. Beardy, I'm sorry to have to tell you this. You know, I really hate to do this, but this is your final health. You will die when I insult you. It doesn't matter what the insult is. It can be the stupidest thing in the world. And
You're already talking to me. I've got that. No, stop it. Okay, no, hit me with it. Come on, give me.
All right, Beardy, my favorite moment since I've met you was when I defiled your woodshed and your fucking dog sled. For some reason, you're very obsessed with that kind of shit.
No,
And
you
really,
stay the fuck away.
No, you what? You know what? I can't help it that you're obsessed with things made of hardwood.
You can't make me. I won't go do it again. I won't go do it again. I won't go do it again.
Finally.
All right, Asterisk Lore says, comment response, no, it's Jova. He's more of the Jesus of my own realm. My apologies. Vladimir Dragunov says, gives a thief a milkshake, but she has no health needing to go back. And the fairy gets a bag of marshmallows. Oh, I'll heal you for a bag of marshmallows, darling.
Oh, I love marshmallows. It's my favorite.
Vladimir Dragunov drops 2 in the chat and says, the Furbarian. I can't wait to see furry barbarian. I really can't.
This is gonna be great.
Oh, God9803 says, Magog gets mass power in the souls of my enemies, but I also want the hot thief's number as well. I'm sure he's down for this, since I'm sure he's willing to explain to me why the USMC is number 1. I don't know why I would have to explain that. I'm not a Marine. But, Semper Fi, motherfucker. Tank Wish drops $1, doesn't say anything. Thank you. And Revan Nanaka says, "Hey Beardy, need new sleds lately? Maybe the thief and Magog destroyed your current one, or did Day do it for Magog? She did it for me. Magogany." Sends Beardy a dragon piss healing ale. Enjoy. He shall gain that when he revives in 19 seconds. Incandescent 01, I've been damned by better men than you, Magog. Don't worry, I'll pick a new theme and target next week. Oh, good to hear. And Peterbilt Confederacy says, Beard, naked, covered in snow, runs in and yells, "I am the Yeti!"
Now walk it off. You're only dead.
All right. Since somebody gave him a dragon piss healing ale, I'm going to go ahead and heal him directly without having to have ones in the chat. So boom, Beardy is back awake. Charles Fowler says, JTRW says, the Brew Beer Barbarian, rated R. Sounds good to me. And Charles Fowler says, all praise and worship, Magog. Activate your attack. You're all fucked. Arise from the nether realms, demons. Oh shit, it's demons! I didn't think that was gonna work! Run! Run! They're so angry! Alright, well, you're all fucking dead!
This isn't good for the baby.
Oh, it's so good to be back. I'm so glad to be. Ow, you motherfucker! Get out of me! I didn't want to bleed from you today.
Well, it's just us now. Berserker5150 says, health pack to the busty fairy, jokes on her. I'm into genital mutilation. I'll give her that when she returns. So how's everybody doing in the normal chat? Hey, everybody. Antihero Broadcast is in the chat. What's up, guys? Call Me Oz is in the chat. So is Tank Wish. I am annoyed and out. I'm sorry. I don't know why your super chat isn't letting you type anything. Generic Edgelord says, do you guys know who that filthy peasant is? You know, the one that was transmitting from Magog's castle some day ago. Secret lover, eh, Magog? I have no idea what you're talking about. Incandescent 01 drops 20 and says, activate Beardy's special and his quick attack. Oh shit! He gets to come right back to life instantly.
Oh, my groin! Okay, that's it. You're all gonna die!
Alright, well, you've already used your group attack, which means your only attack is Rage of the Beard revives you, but damages a single party member 2 health. Who do you want to damage?
I believe you said I was supposed to smack you around, you finger-wiggling fuckstick. You piece of shit goddamn conjurer of crap holes. Fuck you. You and the invisible horse you rode in on that you call Cloppers.
Now walk
All
it
right,
off.
it's my
You're only
segment now.
dead.
In local news,
Now walk
3
it
men were
off.
found
You're
inside of the
only dead.
woods, butchered to small pieces. They had been suspected by local authorities of having bothered the Beardbarian, and as such, had to be chopped into fine pieces and set ablaze and tossed in a ditch with a sign that says, "Don't fuck with Beardy." That's about all I've got. Oh, fuck. Oh god, I told this story before he died. Now I gotta make up something else. Shit. Okay, so, 7 young maidens disappeared after some barbarians rode into a gully on horseback, scooping up the young women and dragging them off against their will into the mountain cabin, where they performed glorious dance numbers and ballet with axes after wooing them through snowball fights. This great and wonderful news story was applauded by me
Are you talking to the voices in your head again?
No, I'm trying to find a way to pretend that I totally pulled off 7 brides for 7 brothers. Give me a minute here.
Likely story. Let me tell you the real story, everybody. Alright, so, Beardy. I don't know what it is you're trying to tell everyone, but we all know it was 7 brides, brothers, not,
No,
Yeah.
that's a different story, and there were 6 of them, and they all died. I'm not telling that story. I'll save that. I don't want to tell. I don't want to do
Walk
my
it
segment
off.
twice
You're only
over
dead.
McGog's. Actually, no. Let's do my segment twice over McGog's segment.
All
Oh
right,
shit, he's back. Hi, McGog.
let's get on to the grind. By the way, everybody's been revived. Oh, let's see. I think I'm gonna add to Erlen's story today.
Ooh. Again? Did you guys coordinate?
Curious
More
boy.
genital mutilation.
Curious
Great,
boy
great.
at the age of 13 gets a USB cable stuck up his penis.
Oof.
What?
A curious 13-year-old boy has had a USB cable removed from his penis by doctors after he inserted it up his urethra and it knotted into his bladder.
Which end?
It looks like, according to the picture here, it looks, they have it blurred out, but the one end that is showing is the thicker end, so I'm guessing the thinner end went up. The teenager, whose name was not revealed, inserted the cable about 20 centimeters up his penis before realizing he could not pull it out again.
What?
Wait, how far?
Well, it said it's 20 centimeters. That's not a
It took-
lot.
Centimeters. Before he decided to pull it out?
That's like this long.
Yeah, but that's like 20 centimeters too long.
So he stuck it up there, and it got tangled.
Oh.
Yep, his parents took him to a local hospital in the county in China.
Oh, this explains so much.
Yeah, it happened in China. So, they applied lubrication and in a bid to pull the cable out. But they proved unsuccessful with the lubrication, and the boy was in intense pain. So he was transferred to a children's hospital the next day, and a doctor had to cut him open to get it out.
That's what happens when you're a naughty boy.
This is so much worse than the other stories.
I'm
here's-
just gonna hold a candle for this poor boy's genitals.
No, hold a candle for this poor boy and the fact that he has not been taken out by natural selection already.
Yeah.
A lot of
'Cause,
crazy
like-
shit happens in China. What do you expect?
I know, but you should have thought of that the moment it just entered the first, centimeter of your urethra. Honest, I
don't know why people get off on something being shoved up their pee hole anyway.
Yeah, the asshole is better.
Nope. Nope.
That's where the prostate is.
Here, let's go to a lighthearted story, shall we? Someone just paid 12,000 American dollars for a giant Dorito.
how big?
How big of a Dorito are we talking?
To celebrate the arrival of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the movie overlords and those of Frito-Lay teamed up to birth the largest Dorito chip ever made. I have one of these bad boys in my possession. I have for about a week now, and something inside told me not to eat it yet. Turns out my gut was right. The thing is not to be eaten because people are offering top dollar for it. According to the certificate, they only made 100 giant Doritos, and one of them was put up for auction earlier this week by the Dorito gods themselves in an effort to raise money for the Red Cross. And that they did. After 75 bids, somebody paid $12,000 for the big orange tortilla chip sitting in a ceramic egg next to my desk as I type this. I'm not necessarily suggesting you reach out to me and make me a monetary offer. That would be unethical and probably immoral. But seeing as that you wouldn't find funding for a charity, but rather my sneaker, and clothing addictions. But I am not suggesting that. For those of you not caked up enough to drop commas on a tortilla chip, Doritos is allowing fans to tweet at them for a chance to win one of the big old Doritos. And according to the picture here, it's not even that big. It's like, I mean, it's big for a Dorito, but it's like maybe a foot.
I was expecting the PG Cruiser of Cool
Yeah.
Ranch.
Yeah, no, I was too when I first read it, but no, it's only like a foot. You know, a foot by a foot triangle. You know, that is still a big Dorito, but still, someone paid
Now-
$12,000 for it.
Do you eat it after you bought it, or do you frame it?
Well,
Or-
it comes framed, and it comes inside of a giant dinosaur egg.
Do you break the glass and then eat it?
I guess you could unscrew the. Why are you asking me the logistics? Just go buy some Doritos. You're obviously fucking hungry. Jesus Christ! I can't believe you fucking.
Wait, what kind of flavor of Dorito was it?
I got these when I went to Vinconia. They're awesome.
Wait, you can't have those, Magog. You're not allowed.
They came from
Those are
through the
nacho
portal with me.
cheese.
They will give you
Nacho
gas.
cheese.
I don't give
Oh.
a shit. I'm gonna eat Doritos. You die.
No, they're mine.
I didn't
cheese.
say you could go back.
Mine. I will take them. Nacho cheese. Nacho cheese.
Oh.
Aren't those gonna give you gas?
No, ladies don't fart. So we're fine. Also, Berserker 5150 in the Streamlabs, just since you're eating chips, says health packs for the thief and fairy. If I said for the ladies, Magoo and the Furbarian would be healed. Fuck you!
So the ladies get a health point back. Very nice. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Grazie.
Cheesy deliciousness.
Quit putting me in your mouth, Magog.
All right. Let's see. That story's boring. Fuck it. Yep. Okay. Scammer. Here's one for the nameless thief known as Jeff Holiday. Scammer arrested for scamming a scammer who tried to scam her.
What?
Yes.
This is scamming inception.
Scamception.
All right, walk me through this.
A woman has been charged in New Hampshire in the United States for stealing a laptop from a hacker who was trying to scam people into picking up and shipping the illegally purchased computer.
What?
That's awesome.
Wait,
I'm gonna eat a Dorito.
what?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm so confused.
that happened. It's because you don't think, Beardy.
According to the Associated Press, citing police reports, 51-year-old Jennifer Wozmak answered an online job to ship the computer overseas. After picking up the laptop, she then, instead of shipping it, sent a stack of magazines overseas. That hacker was like, that bitch stole my scam computer. Wozmak sold the computer then sold the computer to someone else, creating a massive circle of scammer confusion. In March, Wolfboro police were contacted by a business owner who said the hacker, presumably the first scammer, had used their account to buy the computer. So the hacker used somebody else's account to buy the computer, so he scammed that guy, bought the computer, tried to scam whoever would pick it up and ship it overseas, but she kept it instead of shipping it overseas, making her scamming the scammer who scammed some guy.
One more time, but slower this time for Beardy because he's.
Yeah, I'm not following any of this shit.
Okay, it all started with a credit card theft, okay? The hacker scammed a guy out of money and bought a laptop with it. Then he loaded the laptop with viruses or whatever have you, and then posted a job in order to find somebody who would be willing to ship the computer overseas. but instead of and this 51-year-old woman answered the job application, but instead of shipping the computer, she shipped magazines. So the hacker scammed a guy in order to buy a computer to scam other people, and then got scammed when the woman didn't ship the computer. She kept it for herself.
Yeah, I'm not following you.
Oh, what tangled webs we weave. The police tracked down Wozmack, who has now been charged with theft. Police Chief Dean Rondo told AP.
The frog?
AP lives in Wolfboro.
No, he's in
guess
Gulf
so.
City.
Yeah, maybe maybe Wolfboro is a district of Gulf City. The woman had no affiliation with the original affiliation. Had no affiliation with the original scammer other than the advertisement. I just love the title of this fucking article. Scammer arrested for scamming scammer who tried to scam her. Try to say that in fucking 3 times fast. Scammer arrested for scamming scammer who tried to scam her. Scammer arrested.
The internet is a wonderful place, don't you agree?
Apparently, yes. It is the only magic they have in their world. The webs of internet that weave through their world like ley lines of magic in our world.
It's pretty nice, and then we can finally reach out and talk to other people.
They also have Doritos, which I'm pretty sure are made from some sort of magical ingredients. They're so delicious. They could very well have unicorn tears in them.
And those are hard to come by.
Indeed they are.
None of you stand around being a dick to a unicorn all day.
And my final article for the day. Friends, co-workers shocked by a kind-hearted nurse who is suspected of murdering babies.
If she's murdering babies, I don't think that makes her.
So where is she again?
British.
It wasn't me this time. Okay.
Like, do you have like a specific? I just want.
It just says, Chester Hospital in Chester, England.
Yeah. Do you think I could use the portal to get over there?
You have to wait until the moons Dina and Una align correctly.
Okay.
And it's very painful, and you might hit the ocean.
Do you know how long that might be?
They only eclipse once a year during the Blood Moon Festival. You know this. A British nurse was arrested Tuesday for allegedly murdering 8 newborns and trying to kill 6 others in a UK hospital's neonatal unit, according to reports.
Oof.
Only 8? I'm disappointed.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Those are some rookie numbers.
Her name is Lucy Leftby.
Yeah, alliteration will get you every time.
Yep. 28, allegedly engaged in the killing spree at Countess of Chester Hospital in Chester, England. Leftby wasn't named by police, but she was identified in the news reports. She is in custody on suspicion of murder and attempted murder charges, but hasn't been formally charged. She was arrested. Her arrest shocked friends and coworkers, who said she was devoted to the job and the infants in her care. Well,
yes, devoted to strangling them.
Gee, good lord. Fucking baby killer, man. Even I'm kind of disgusted about that, and I'm an evil motherfucker.
I'm all for killing babies. It's just usually you gotta do it through an entertaining way. Like just going into the pediatric ward and suffocating babies is unacceptable. But if she had taken them to the roof and loaded them into a jury-rigged trebuchet, that would have been totally clear.
You've thought way too hard about this, Beardbarian.
7 babies.
It's the classic defension between a villain and a supervillain. A villain kills babies. A supervillain
article. Shut your mouth, you goddamn Rasputin Furbarian.
I was trying to talk to him.
I'm just going to talk a bunch because I love talking. Talking is a lot of fun. Fills time. Lets everybody know that I'm still present and I can enjoy They're wonderful,
Beardy!
wonderful selves, like the people in the chat there.
Shut it before we put a
all these
dick in your
wonderful
mouth.
motherfuckers.
Beardy!
What?
Anyway, all I was trying to fucking ask is if you would maybe be up to doing the whole, like, you know, throwing babies off a roof thing with me at one point. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm down. Let's do
All
it.
right, great, awesome. I'll let you know when it's done.
We haven't
Okay,
seen
I'll start
Erlen-
collecting
We
babies.
haven't seen Erlen pissed off yet. This is amusing.
This isn't even my final form.
Oh, by the end of the day, she'll turn into a giant douche.
One friend, Jordan Sands, who knows Leftby through a former girlfriend, told the Times of London she was quite awkward and geeky, but seemed like a kind-hearted person. Well, you were dead fucking wrong, weren't you? And so were those babies. Another called Leftby an amazing person. Leftby was also active in a $4 million fundraising campaign to build a new neonatal unit at the hospital. She wanted more babies to kill. I hope the new unit will provide a greater degree of privacy and space, she told the Chester.
For killing babies.
Oh my
Privacy
god!
and
Privacy and space, she told the Chester District Standard.
More
When she
privacy
supported
to
the
kill
campaign.
more babies.
Like, she's like, I'm really hoping this new neonatal unit provides more secrecy for me to do my baby sacrificing.
I need to up my numbers by the end of the month or I'm out.
Oh man, the 680-bed hospital in Chester, southeast of Liverpool, asked police in 2017 to investigate a sudden, unexplained mortality rate spike in the unit that houses premature babies and those needing special care. When doctors couldn't determine how they died, the police were asked to rule out unnatural causes of death. The probe initially focused on the deaths of 8 babies, but authorities said Tuesday it has now included the deaths of 17 and 15 non-fatal collapses between March 2015 and 2016. So 17 deaths and 15 non-fatal collapses.
Okay, those are more acceptable numbers.
Yep, and non-fatal collapses when an infant's health severely declines but the child survives. Whilst this is a significant step forward in our inquiries, it is important to remember that the investigation is very much active and ongoing at this stage, says the police inspector. The grisly case involves parents from Cheshire and North Wales area. Hughes said they've been notified and are being updated on the investigation. At the heart of this, there are a number of bereaved families seeking answers as to what happened to their children. Countess of Chester Hospital cares for some 400 infants in the neonatal unit annually. So it doesn't give a reason why the police investigation is still going on. So was she doing like a Dr. Kevorkian thing? Did she think they were sick and was putting them out of their misery? Was she fucking sacrificing them to the Dark Lord? I have no idea.
Well, have you received any recent baby souls?
No?
So yes.
Alright. Well, that's the end of my segment, The Grind. Let's finish off with reading the last of the Super Chats and Streamlabs and bring an end to this fucking shit show. How about it?
I'm so ready for death.
Let's kill Beardy one more time. Just for
All right.
funsies.
Let's see. Vladimir Dragonov says, also, we found a land of woodsheds waiting to be defiled.
Oof.
A whole land of woodsheds, Beardy.
I'm good.
Man of Man says, Magog, is Poe his real name, or is it the one you chose for him? That's his real name. Incandescent 01 says, the thief and fairy should attack Magog when he comes back, because pain, and things, and stuff. So, you've been your quick attacks have been activated again.
Wait, everyone's again?
No, just you.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, good.
You're mine now.
Magog, you're a
Admit
meanie
it,
poo-poo.
You
head.
like getting penetrated by me.
Wait, what'd you say? Because it was playing the little soundbite.
Oh, I said, you're a meanie poo-poo head.
Ouch.
Hit it
Erlen,
first.
go ahead.
I'm not entirely sure that you have a neck.
Oh, that killed me. Literally. So, Beardy, read Streamlabs.
No, I would, but we haven't had any since healing the thief and the fairy. Holy shit, the dragons are coming. I better pull my scotch quickly. This has been nuts. I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat who's come out today. So thank you, everyone, because Magog's not here to stop me or yell over top of me. So hello, Moloch 13, Yeko no Mino, Chain Reaction, Call Me Oz, Brian Hutcherson, Tank Wish, The Bitching Witch, Adorable, The Horrible, Mr. Monkey, Lint, Gamer, Bunch of Numbers, Jeremy Gas, Phasno 4, Countess, Mayu, and everybody else who's joined us. This has been a lot of fun. And this is, this I don't know about for you ladies. I mean, you've only been here for, well, this now time. But Magog doesn't usually die this much. This is fantastic.
Yeah, usually it's you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of a revenge of the beard sort of day. Quite happy about it. What else are we gonna do now? I mean, we're out of stuff. What if we just violated Magog's corpse for the last few minutes, you know?
Ooh. Am I taking the dick?
I totally couldn't hear you there, Erilyn.
I'm all about it.
Perfect. I'll get the hot rods. You get the rock salt. And, Jeff, if you could get us some nice fillet knives, what we'll do is we'll start by peeling back the flesh of the feet, and we'll just pack in that rock salt. It'll be absolutely fantastic. And by the time he comes around, he'll be so saturated with salt that we'll actually be able to preserve him through the whole of the winter. We'll be able to feed entire coastal winter villages upon his flesh.
Because he's that, beached whale size.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got the biggest dicky-do in all of Morscott.
You would know, wouldn't you?
I'm not at liberty to answer that question.
I am the only one who is at liberty to answer that question, and I said
And you're not showing the
it
pictures,
off.
okay? Keep them tucked the fuck away. We had an agreement.
Yeah. Hi!
Fuck all of you. I keep dying.
All right,
this
now
fucking
on you, Porn.
I'm good.
Revan Nanaka says Magog gets a magical shield. Too late. Harry Blackfoot says, reign your necromancy terror, my lord. JTRW says, Beardbarian is not a nice guy. The man is a
Thank
savage
you.
sent from the 7th circle of Hades. He also enjoys inserting USB cables into his pee hole.
I don't know where you're getting your information, but it's wrong.
Race Jacobson says, she heard about Casey Anthony and said, hold my beer. Ooh. Does the pixie have a tiny webcam in her tiny little birdhouse, or is she life-size? Asked JTRW.
Well, what it is Magog gave me a spell where I can be life-size because I wasn't very helpful, being very small in dungeons. I had to also help him move stuff. So he came up with this. We got a spell that I can be life-size, and then I can go back to being tiny. So
I also regret that.
now I can wear cute clothes.
But now Magog's dick is too small to fit.
All right, let's bring it to an end. Thanks everybody for watching SideQuest. Don't forget at the end of the credits, there's always a funny little thing. And I want to thank everybody for coming by, and everybody who donated, and everybody who supports us on Patreon, on Streamlabs, on Super Chats. You really are keeping this show going and making it better and better as we go along. Keep in mind, too, that we're still formulating and working the kinks out of everything, so look forward to even more, additions to SideQuest as we go along. I hope you all enjoyed the little, attack gems system and all that stuff, and keep in mind that we will be back, as usual, 7 p.m. Central on Mondays every week, unless, we don't feel like it. So, anyway, does anybody have any final words for our beloved fans, the Questers?
Never stick your dick in a wood chipper. I know it might look enticing, and it might seem like it's wonderful, but trust me, don't do it. For the love of your cock, don't do it.
Oh my god, do I really get to be on side quest? This is my moment to shine. Better not mess this up, Poe. Alright. Hey everybody, welcome. Yo, motherfucker!